Yeah, I got a little lost there today. Got a good little storm coming across. Wind has really picked up. I need to eat something. Freaking hungry. Haven't eaten anything all day. Haha, Joey. Cool, thanks. It's been lightning and the wind picked up. I got a few drops on the window. We're heading right into the storm. Hey, Stefan. Um, you know, sucks because I got no car. Basically, I mean, I can run a few miles. That's it. I thought I had a job last night. They called me for a long delivery way up into Michigan, but then they think they found another way to ship the item, probably on an airplane. I was going to borrow my buddy's car. Oh yeah, it's a big. I just looked at it. It's a big, ugly line of storms. Here it comes. Just had to run an errand over here to the east side. Now I'm gonna go get some food because I haven't eaten all day. I was supposed to eat on the east side with somebody, but the place closed. So I've got a blown head gasket. Didn't you know that? I can only drive a I can only go a few miles. I'm pretty screwed. I haven't worked for over a month now. And I'm a bad adult. I didn't save any money. Ooh. Oh, there you can hear the rain. Oh, really? You haven't been out? This is a pretty strong storm system. Okay. Oh, I ran into a barrel, a bucket. Where is it? Is it stuck under my car? Ah, I ran into a 5-gallon bucket. Damn it. I'm going to get soaked trying to look at this. No, I didn't want to drive over a curb or something that would push it farther under the car. I had to get down on my knees to drag it out. Hey, Carrie. Well, there might be more, but it looked big. It looked way bigger than that. That was just the front, you know. I got a burned out light bulb too. It just started pouring rain. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna hit that bucket. haven't been through here in a long time. This is where the new road cuts through here, up here. Oh, there's the intersection right here. I got the intersection pretty done. Opportunity Corridor is the name of the road. Where am I going? Just want to get some growth. Some more lightning. Flower pots, yeah. Oh. Let's see. Oh. Let me dump this iced tea. Seems to get a little funky after a few days. I don't think. Yeah. What time is it? It's late. Still got to stop somewhere, but that's going to have to be tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's been very hot there. If you talk to, or if you've been watching the weather. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get some breakfast. This is my first meal actually. China and North Korea both rattling sabers the last couple days. I guess North Korea launched another something today. That's 2 in a couple days. And China just ran a bunch of naval ships pretty close to Alaska. No, not at each other. Yeah. Really? A Chinese company's going to file for bankruptcy? Can they do that? Or are they just scamming everybody? They have such a thing in China as bankruptcy? Yep. I haven't heard anything tonight about the mayor's race. We had the primary today for the mayor's race. Yeah, bankruptcy in China is called shame. Will they fall on their sword? I mean, it would be pretty hard for Newsom to lose. So today, my friend of mine, I shared on Twitter, he lives in California. He posted two things about Larry Elder. So this Elder dude is a freak. Okay, there's two things my friend posted about Elder today. So half an hour ago, the Department of Justice submitted an emergency motion requesting a court order blocking the Texas abortion bill. Oh, apparently it's a landslide in California. Uh-uh. Apparently they had a landslide in California. Landslide election. For the cost of the recall election, the state of California could have purchased 27 million large Big Mac meals or other even more useful things of equivalent cost. The total cost of the California recall election for the people of California, 276 million wasted dollars. Oh, is it going? So here's one of the things Larry Elder has kind of been a proponent of. Larry Elder has kind of said that some women are too ugly to be raped. Oh, yeah, he kind of said that, I guess. Who the fuck says that? Who? Who anybody says that? And here's another Larry Elder ism. Larry Elder denounces tuition support, Medicaid, and even Medicare, suggesting that they should not exist at all. Wow. Okay, he's a complete freak. Here's the next round of storm. Just imagine the people that endorse him and voted for him. Alright, where are we going to be able to park? That's some ugly people, man. Oh, I know. I know. Yep. I know. Alright, gonna get wet here a little. Let's see here. Yeah, exactly. Alright. See if I can keep you guys sort of dry while I run. Oh, I'm gonna get wet. Alright. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, wet. Hey, how are you?
Yes, sir. Hi, four? Four, okay.
The where?
The shepherd, over there.
What am I gonna get? That got wet. It's amazing what rain will get into. Okay. So Justin Bibb and Kevin Kelly are the two winners from the primary tonight. So one of them will be mayor. Gravy. Gravy. Who does that? Yeah, for the first time in 16 years, we'll get a new mayor. Boy, do we need it. Hello, Theo. I don't know. Sandwich or a salad? I don't know. I'm thinking a sandwich. Because then I can take some of it home. Most likely. Unless I'm really hungry. Oh. That's probably what I'm going to get. Turkey Club. $72 at bingo. I haven't been to a bingo game in 50 years. Maybe longer. That's funny. Can I do that? I guess I can. Let's see, how do I do that? Got lots of glare here. That photo is backwards. I don't have an app that can flip the photo around. I voted today, did you? Click edit on your iPhone. You can flip the photo in Photos.
Hi. How you doing tonight?
All right.
Good.
Coffee.
Wow, you figured out something new, huh?
No, I've always done
Have
that.
you always done that?
Yeah.
I've never seen
Live
it.
streaming.
Well, that I know that. But
Oh,
the setup.
oh yeah. Well, I forgot my thing, so I used to
that's
use this
right.
all the time.
Okay. We've got one guy that always comes in and he asks for a coffee cup because the way his phone angles against it or his iPad or whatever.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's what he says.
Yep. No, I've got lots of those things in my head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee.
All right. You want water or anything?
Water, ice.
No ice?
No ice.
Gotcha.
And the turkey club.
Triple decker?
Yep, with sweet potato fries and mayonnaise.
On it?
No, just
on
mayonnaise.
Okay. Oh, okay, for the fries. Yeah.
Fries.
Alright, sounds good.
Can you flip it in? I've never done that in Photos. Oh, it didn't save it because I took the photo in the app, so it didn't save the photo. That's okay. Delete that. You can flip a photo? Where do you do that at? I've never done that. What's that? I'm looking, I've just never done it. And it's, I don't know what that means. Options. I haven't found anything that tells me to do that. I did hit the square button. Usually that just allows you to, no, not rotate. I'm talking flip. That's a flip, not rotate. I need to flip the photo. I took it as, I took it as a selfie and it took the image backward.
Good.
Keep that.
Yeah?
Coffee in days. That's probably my problem. Thought I was going to go to way up in Michigan today, but then they canceled the trip. The pyramid symbol? I never used the pyramid symbol. Oh, look at that. Remarkable. I don't think I ever used that. Well, now I learned something. Thank you, Theo. I always try to take him the right way. I've got some photo editors, but I haven't used them in a while. Well, at least I think probably two of the best choices out of the seven running for mayor are in the final. One guy I was definitely highly against after I learned a little more about him. Yes, you taught many of us that tonight. I'm sure I touched it once before. Maybe I never touched the pyramid. I don't know. So here's something I'm going to share with you. This is pretty astute. Um, North Korea fired 2 ballistic missiles today. They fired one the other day. So we all talk about how many women were raped last year, not how many men raped the women. We talk about how many girls in a school district were harassed last year, not how many boys harassed the girls. We talk about how many teenage girls in the state of Vermont got pregnant last year, rather than how many boys and men impregnated the teenage girls. So you can see how the use of the passive voice has a political effect. It shifts the focus off the men and boys and onto the girls and women. Even the term violence against women is problematic. It's a passive construction. There's no active agent in the sentence. Like, it's a bad thing that happens to women, but when you look at that term, violence against women, nobody is doing it to them. It just happens to them. Men aren't even a part of it. Very good points here. So, what do you get out of this? That you should reframe how this is stated. Period. Some thug raped a woman last night, comma. A bunch of boys harassed a girl with her pigtails at school yesterday, or some other version of this. So what's been going on, Carrie? Yep. Yep. Almost had a pretty long drive up past Grand Rapids. I've never been up there. Hey, ice. My car is slightly broken. I can drive it just a few miles.
That's how determined I was. Okay.
Yep. Still the Chevy van.
Lauren, nobody asked for your opinion. Shut the fuck up. For 1 minute you've been talking about old values.
I should plug you guys in, I suppose. Thunder. On my back. See, I voted. Oh, it's still sad how little the turnout is for elections. They were saying maybe we'll get 20% of registered voters. It's pretty sad. Hello, Laura. Welcome to the circus.
Yeah, we're all eating breakfast tomorrow.
Triple decker, potato fries. Everything look good? Sure.
Wow. This looks so good tonight. I'm really hungry. Anyone?
Slide your cup over.
Sorry, yep. I'm slacking.
That's alright. I feel like I'm a little tired tonight. They had me come in early at 6 p.m. when I was doing till 6 a.m. Same day today. And I had dinner to go to, like a lunch date with my family. So I'm just kind of like one thing after another. Come from my mom straight to work. And it's like I'm so ready to go home.
Yeah, but once you get here,
I know.
you're here.
Well, they're trying to kick me out a little early. They only had me till 3 now.
Oh.
I'm glad to go earlier. So
The rain will slow it down probably.
that's what I'm thinking too. Once it's a little bit loose, we'll see how the rest of the night goes.
I haven't even heard anything about the Canadian races, and I follow some stuff up there. I don't even know what's going on. Something on your face. It's on my face. It's on the phone. This is a good sandwich. Nice filling meal. Is Trudeau running? Oh, it tastes good. Bacon. Bacon. Remove the toothpick or you will stab yourself. Gotcha. Did your spousal unit win the race? I forget. Did you? So where were the tourists from? Not from America. Or could you get in? I don't remember if we can get in or not. I guess we can. Oh, she finished second. Ugh. I think we did talk about this. It was a close race, right? Yeah.
Do you change? Alright, you'll have a good night, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, when you're that close, you know, it's like how much more work would you have had to put in? You know, how many more doors would you have to have knocked on? Maybe how many more little backyard talks? You know,
Have a good evening.
of the two guys in the primary here um, for mayor, one is the city council president and one is a newcomer to politics. Both of them, I think, walked a lot of neighborhoods. Yeah, he needs to be gone. The city's a disaster. He's not a leader, you know. He's a follower. You never see him anymore. You know, his wife is ill. He takes care of her. You know, the government's a disaster. City Hall's a mess. You know, police chief will be gone. Get some new people. 16 years is too long unless you're doing a good job. Yeah, but, you know, they don't answer, you know, FOIA requests. You know, you never see these guys in press conferences because they don't want to show their faces. It's been like that the whole time. It's terrible. I got to see what the votes are. I don't know what the votes are. That'll be interesting from today. Basically, you know, you know, I follow a bunch of news. Um, I followed a lot of cities on Periscope. I don't know where they have moved to. I really should look. But I would see cities, you know, after a major crime incident, for example. Police chief is right there having a press conference right after, you know, telling the people what's going on. Here, you're lucky if you get a press release. You know, I mean, it's just sad. You know, so of the 7 candidates, okay, should I follow Rebel News? Do you know about Rebel News? I've seen some okay stuff they put out, but yeah, I like their coverage of a lot of the COVID stuff. You know, I guess they're in a big court case up there right now. It's pretty serious court case. Global. 16 years is a long time. Yeah. Global. What do they call themselves? Global News, or find them on YouTube here. I don't know if I know about them or start following them. Wow. Wow. Holy crap.
We're waiting on the autopsy report. Dr. Pickle drifted off the road slightly. Light pole, red light flashing pole, causing massive front left damage and a fatality. Just one victim in the car? One victim. Several car seats, no children.
Wow.
No witnesses.
Look at that truck, man. Wow. Wow. This was some fatal truck. Look at there's the transmission and the engine. Wow. That's a crazy accident. Wow. Wow. Jesus. Wow. That's a good train channel. Oh, that poor steam locomotive that they destroyed for a movie. Rebel was in court because Trudeau was, blocking them, right. They won? Oh, they did win. That's an important case. They should win. Wow. Because I shared that story a few days ago, I know. Hold on here. Okay, Global News. Global. I'm subscribed. I forgot.
How the shifting mood in the province could shape who wins the election, and how the premier here is trying to sway the vote. Jody Wilson-Raybould, in her own words, I have.
Maybe I'll go watch that later. All over the police state, yeah. They're doing some good work, but they're a little, a little right wing. They got some good footage of stuff. I'll tell you though, during COVID, the crazy stuff up in where Saskatchewan and that or whatever. Or Alberta. Okay. So I went into a drugstore the other night to get some chocolate milk, and it's as I walk out, I notice a guy sitting on at the little table area where you can scan your photos and stuff. And this is a kid. He's not a kid, but younger guy who's pretty wild looking. Got crazy kind of hair, and he's very different. Wears the hair in front of his face mostly. Very different. And I've seen him around numerous weird music scenes in town over the years. I think he's a musician too. What's he doing? He's sitting there and he's got a stack of lottery tickets and he's scratching like mad. It's just something I wouldn't have imagined. It hasn't been down. It's got a blown head gasket, so it overheats. It's been a month now, or well, how long? Whatever. I can drive slow around, get around a little bit, but then it's going to boil off the water. Well, I'm not going to take the heads off this car. That it'd be easier to pull the engine out. I'm going to try some liquid stuff, maybe. I don't know. But I need to try to diagnose it first, see if I can figure out what cylinder. And I just haven't been motivated to get freaking nasty, dirty trying to diagnose it. The back three cylinders are just like impossible to get to the spark plug. No, the other car, the van's got to go to the scrapyard this week. I need the money to pay my tax bill this month. I need to scrap that thing. I have to empty it though because it's full of stuff. I haven't been motivated to do that because there isn't a lot of room to put that stuff somewhere. Nope. I know, get motivated. I need to live in ass kicker. I'm burned out, I guess. I don't know. There were days when I would lay in the winter snow changing a transmission like it was nothing. Now, I'm barely lucky if I take the garbage out. They only stress me out when I get, I don't get stressed by stuff. I only get stressed when it's close to having to pay the bill. Not a planner, Doesn't seem to be something I've ever been able to fix. Oh, okay. Well, the battery's been in there for 2 years. You'll be lucky to be able to use that battery. Something like that. I usually just go find a used battery. There's 2 places in town I can go buy rebuilt batteries. $40. More coffee. More coffee. I'm on a coffee binge right now. I need more coffee. I thought you were going to give it to me. I see. I almost was going to drive my buddy's Passat up to Michigan, but then they canceled the trip today. Come on. I know how to get there. If I could get a free car, I can find my way there. But I don't have the gasoline to drive it back. I might have enough money to drive it back. No, probably not. Not even that little car. No, as long as the converter's there, exhaust leak is fixable. You know, unless it's in a really tough spot, it'd be more expensive. Do you guys? Oh, it's a turbo. My buddy's apparently is pretty tricked out. I can't even remember it because he barely drives it. Um, do you guys have emission checking up there? Because I know BC has tough air laws. Do you have like annual emission checks or car inspections? Got rid of it? Okay. We still have our thing here in Northeast Ohio. We have these, um, dedicated locations we go to. And then there's even a couple of them that have a self-serve kiosk outside where you can do it yourself. You just got to plug it into your OBD2 port. That's what I've done the last couple times. I haven't taken it inside during the day. Then they got to drive the car. I don't want them driving my car. I don't want them seeing anything. When they first started it here back, I don't know, 30 years ago, you can be. I mean, it's amazing what will pass, but like if they drive it, if they see dash lights on, that could be an automatic fail. Yeah. Thank you. I haven't had coffee for days, so I'm like a couple quarts low. Keep going. That's good. All right. Back in the original, when they first started this, like 30 years ago, I don't remember. That's what black electrical tape is for. Don't look at my dash. There might be more than one piece. It's mostly to just not blind me with all those lights. When they first started it, they actually had dynos. Oh yeah. So the car would have to go on a dyno, and you know, if you had a high performance vehicle, you did not want these idiots trying to bring your car up to an idle on the dyno. Oh, weather alert. Severe thunderstorm warning. So my friend builds serious. Oh yeah, gee. He builds some serious cars. So there's an engine, a tuner guy here in town who builds hot Corvettes. And back then, when they had the dynos, they built a pretty hot, like Z1. I don't remember. And this old guy was the guy driving the car into the garage, and they warned him, "Be careful. This car had like 1,000 horse or something. It was wicked." Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's right. This was the car. That's what happened. So part of the tricks they did with this car, my buddy is an intake guy. He's a heads and an intake guy. Makes the car breathe. Does engine porting and all that kind of stuff. Head porting. So this was one of these, fiber manifolds that all these modern cars have, right? So he had to cut the bottom out of the plenum of these big intakes to do port matching. They're not carbon fiber; they're just fiber. Whatever these intake manifolds are made out of on a Chevy engine 30 years ago, no. So they gave him the car builder gave him some sort of epoxy to glue the bottom back in, right? Well, when the car got on the dyno and the guy put it under load at a couple thousand RPM, the bottom sucked out of the damn, or sucked in to the intake. It broke loose, so it was like wide open throttle. And the car went up to like $7,000 and almost drove off of the damn dyno. He said the guy got out of the car, he was white as a ghost. He said the sound was awesome, but the poor guy was scared to death.
Yeah, Psycho is like, you don't fucking drive here. That's it.
Most of the products are what's called water glass, sodium silicate or whatever. There's only one that I'm gonna try if I do it, because the water glass stuff seals hard like a rock, so it can't take expansion and contraction. It could crack again. Well, yeah. So I finally stumbled on a product you got to buy from them on the web called Titan. Look it up. Titan head gasket sealer. They make different kits for some specific cars, even like the Cadillac Northstar all aluminum engine, which has had a lot of problems. This stuff is a polymer, so it'll move. It doesn't dry rock hard. It'll move with some expansion and contraction. It's like $100, but what they guarantee pretty much that it'll work. And if it doesn't work the first time, they'll even send you another jug. Or maybe that's how cheap it is. They can afford to send you 2 jugs. But there seem to be a lot of positive videos on YouTube. But the big thing about finding the leak is figuring out what cylinder. So the way you figure out which cylinder is the culprit, you pull all the plugs. Then one at a time, you put the plug in, one plug in at a time. You take your radiator cap off. You have it full. Somebody cranks the engine. You disconnect your ignition and your fuel pump by pulling the fuses. When you crank it, the one with compression that's going to leak is going to blow bubbles into your radiator, and you'll see the bubbles. So that's how you figure out the bad cylinder. So then when you pour the junk in, you put all the other plugs in, but you leave that one out. So it's not providing compression to try to hold some, push into the engine. You want the goo to push in toward the cylinder. So, but to get to the back 3 on this car, I got to lay on top of the engine and bust my knuckles. No, you just do this one. This is how you. It doesn't leak outside. It leaks. It's internal. It's not going to tell you anything. We still got to pull this. No, this is simple old school trick. You don't need to do dye. You still would have to pull the cylinder. The plugs. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. And I got to have somebody there to help turn the key, because I don't think I can trip the ignition from under the hood. I don't have one of those button thingies anymore. New cars aren't exactly easy to connect that stuff to, so you got to have 2 people there. No coolant, just water. Oh yeah, it'll be blowing steam out of the coolant tank in no time. It's a big leak. No, I just keep adding water. The one thing I've learned from driving it around town, on the highway at higher speeds or heavier workload, it'll burn the water up much quicker. I can cruise on surface streets longer with using less water. Yeah, but you got to pull the engine out from underneath. You have to take it out by the cradle. You need a lift. I ain't doing that. I don't have access. I used to have access to that, but yeah. I used to have access to a shop, but I lost that. Yeah, same here. Well, if it's good irregular sex, I mean, irregular, like freaky. Yeah, I've heard those stories. Oh, and I did not wash my hands before eating. Sorry.
So doing good?
Yeah, that's a big one. Are you just making the minimum payments or are you paying ahead a little bit? That can knock a lot of time off if you can do that. So I've been told. Even paying a little extra every month. That's good. I always said if I won the lottery or something, I would pay a couple friends' mortgages completely off. It would be such a powerful thing to just let them breathe easy about that, having that, you still don't own it because you got to still pay property taxes, but it makes life a lot easier. Well, mine were probably pretty free of it. Well, I don't know when they got free and clear. I mean, they didn't pay a lot for the house, so it was only paid 15 grand for it, I think, when they bought it. But they did have it tied into some debt a few times. Um, mid 50s. You could still buy a house in Cleveland for 50 to 100 grand all day long, depending on the neighborhood. Yeah, yeah. Where you live, it's expensive. For that kind of money, you could live in the best suburb in this county easily. The best suburb, gated community. You don't own a house like that. You bought a fixer upper. And you want to invest in some property, come to Cleveland, man. Lots of people are doing it. Coming here and buying houses, renting them out, fixing them up. I got a friend who came from San Diego. He's up to his 6th house now, I think. All right. I need coffee. Yeah, I've worked on huge multi-million-dollar houses all my life. You know, they're a big drain. You know, I mean, you know, they're a big drain. You know, just the heat bills on a house that big. You know, more coffee. Well, I don't like spending money. I like spending it on certain things. The wood stove, yeah. I had 2 of them back in the day. I should have kept them. We sold them back in the 80s. Should have kept them. I think my friend is actually still using one of them. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have done something like that in the house, but it takes a bit of money to. I can get free pallets all day long, all day long. Just have to cut them up. There's endless places around here you could get free pallet wood. My friend that has the ones we sold him, he lives on land with his own plenty of woods. He can get, but he still has supplemental heat. Yeah, like they say about cutting wood, it heats you up twice. That's expensive. Yeah, he's got electric on his second floor in his addition, and then I think he still has a furnace on propane, maybe. I can't remember. 3 daughters. Yep, should have had guys. They don't have to have all that extra stuff. None of them are into sports. Does your wife like sports?
Oh, no one? As this person treated you well often in the past?
That's cool.
So if you put me in front of her, I would realize
Just make sure they got good computer skills too. Networking and computer skills. And if you can get one of them to like tools, at least learn about tools. They should all learn about tools. Yep. They should all learn how to work with their hands a little bit. That's the biggest thing I see. One of the biggest things I see the difference between men and women. A lot of women, girls, are not given. They're not given the opportunity to learn how to do things, whether it's by force because it's your chore or something. But women grow up with a huge disadvantage not knowing how to be mechanical. Just answer the door in bib overalls with no t-shirt, holding either a pitchfork or a large knife you were just sharpening. Have the stone and the knife in your hand and a toothpick. Come on in. I think that would be perfect the first time. I've been meaning to find my baseball bat and put it by the bed just as a thing. Or either that, just answer the door with the tell them, well, we gotta go talk first. Let's go outside and start chopping wood. There's nothing wrong with that. least girls, don't typically have that big of an interest. If guns would have been around when I was young, I would have definitely been into them. Locked up or not, I would have been into them. Yeah, you can go play with his, right?
We know that. Why did you start being with me? You know why you like me. Do you know why you like me?
Do your guns have to be registered in Canada? Probably, right? Here? What do you mean, house crime here? Haven't you watched me enough? They don't have to be registered? Do they have to do a background check? Background check. I think I asked somebody this a long time ago, yeah. I suppose you can get a concealed carry permit of some sort, but it's probably difficult. You gotta prove you need it, right? If you have a gun in the car, it's probably gotta be locked up and unloaded, right? Or something like that. Hunting rifles, yeah. I know people here that have literally enough ammunition to fill a 2-car garage to the ceiling. Then we won't even talk how many weapons they own. Exactly. So let's look at let's see what kind of crime we can find tonight in town here. Right, right. Um, let's see here. Um, was that north? Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. He must be offline tonight. So 8 hours ago. Oh yeah, 20. Let's see. Male stabbed to the neck. Private car transported to St. Vincent. Also at same location, next apartment, report of a shooting. Police are finding shell casings. Let's see here. What's this other one? Oh, So this is the same incident. Multiple people shot, at least 4 inside, behind the liquor store in a drive-by shooting. 1 victim with multiple gunshot wounds. A 5th victim found a block away. Most are shot to the extremities, 1 to the ear. Most serious is a GSW to the back. 2 females among the victims. Suspect is heavyset guy driving dark SUV. He made 2 passes at the store. Oh, they found a 6th victim. Male shot in the foot in the back of the store. Driving this guy to Metro and UH is to not swamp one hospital with victims. So that stretch of road there on the Near East Side is a very old public housing project, and a lot of trouble that happens around that little beverage liquor store. A lot of trouble. That one stretch of road is one that I will refuse to drive down sometimes because it's just a shooting gallery over there. So it's either quiet or he's off. This guy's offline because let's see here. Anything else going on out here? Oh, here's a DOA I missed yesterday. Found a body in the river under the bridge. Maybe not in the river. River? Yeah, Coast Guard. We have lots of neighborhoods like that. What's this? Oh, this is so sad. In Akron, 2 days ago, there was a major house fire. 5 people died. 2 adults, 3 kids, 4 people transported to the hospital. Freaking sad. Yeah. The house is completely charred. That's how involved this fire is. And it damaged the houses on either side. Look at that place. Just nasty. Nasty. Jesus. Oh, yeah, it's kind of late for you. I just looked at the time. A couple days ago, 60-year-old male shot to the shoulder in a parking lot at another housing project. EMS had to stage for gunfire to cease before approaching. You know, there's a lot here. Ciao. Too much violence. Too much. Mayonnaise, mayonnaise. Alright, I think I'm gonna hang up probably and get out of here soon. I'm not sure who's here, so see you guys later, I guess. I should have watched Star Trek tonight, is what I should have done. Just stayed home. Alright, nobody else is chatting, so. Oh, you're still here? Unless somebody wants to chat about something. I'm kind of chatted out. Boy, the violence in D.C. lately, Baltimore, Montgomery County, has been off the hook. Off the hook, Baba. You don't follow that probably since you're not on Twitter. There's 3 people that do scanner reporting pretty well around your area. Another reason to be on Twitter. They're not anywhere else. I don't know if I ever told you who they are or not. My friend, who's a conspiracy right-wing sort of guy, was telling me there was major election fraud in California's recall election. I just, first thing I open up on the trending thing on Twitter, there is no evidence of widespread voter fraud in the California elections. The state's mostly Democratic. What would the voter fraud be for? You know, I I don't know. Oh, I know he follows a lot of crap on BitChute on that website. A lot of the stuff on that site has not been vetted at all. It's just conspiracy garbage. %35 of the registered voters have voted early in California. Wow, that's a big turnout. That's just early voting. Wow. Maybe not. Maybe that's just the overall vote. I don't know. I think that was early voting. Okay. Gotta send him this. Okay, is everybody gone? All right. See you later then.